As those high summer temperatures continue, so do the high electric bills. So how would you like to cut your air conditioning bill in half?
I'll do that. yeah, but stand in line for that. One Bay Area company says they can help you do it by tapping into the earth. It is called a geothermal AC system, and our consumer, Eric Slidell, is going to show you now how this thing works, and even more importantly, how much it costs. All right, Eric.
That's right, John. You know, the installation is not cheap, but there are plenty of incentives to do this, from tax credits to long-term savings of thousands of dollars a year. Take a look. We talked to one Bay Area homeowner who couldn't wait to try it out.
We think we can get a payback within less than 10 years.
That's why Brandon homeowner Brian Drummond's putting in what some are calling one of the greenest AC systems around. It works based on geothermal cooling.
The real reason is the cost.
Typically lowers costs 50 to 70% from current high-efficiency air conditioning.
Jay Egg runs the appropriately named Egg Systems, installing geothermal cooling and heating units here in the Bay Area.
Geothermal air conditioning uses the ground to help heat and cool the home. It's considered the most green air conditioning and most efficient air conditioning in the world right now.
Here at Brian's home, Egg Systems installs a series of pipes underground for what's basically a well. There, heat is released and 72-degree groundwater is used to cool the air sent into the home.
There's still a compressor, there's still a fan, it still uses your current duct system, but it uses the groundwater instead of the outside air, which may be 90 degrees.
Jay says a system like this costs between $6,000 and $9,000 per ton to install. But thanks to the federal stimulus package, you can get a 30% unlimited rebate for doing it.
Geothermal air conditioning business is up about 20 times what it was last year because of the federal stimulus package.
He says there's also a huge savings on your electric bill, since the typical geothermal AC provides a 37% energy efficiency rating, compared to the standard AC unit with a 13 SEER.
People can expect to save 50% over the most efficient regular air conditioning made.
Brian expects his AC bill to drop from more than $3,000 to around $900 a year.
Right now, with the incentives that they have, we think it's going to be worthwhile to put it in.
It's still a lot of money for anyone to spend up front, but if you're planning to stay in your home for any length of time, Jay Egg says the savings are green in more ways than one.
Exactly.
Now, I talked to other air conditioning companies here in the Bay Area who were not as sold on the geothermal principle. Besides the upfront cost of all that piping, they mentioned the extra electrical costs of running the pump, as well as maintenance and service. They tell me if it wasn't for the tax and those other incentives, it might be prohibitive for many homeowners. But, Kelly and John, we would like to stay in touch with Brian and see how much he's saving every month and see if it's worth it. Yeah.
Let's do. We'd all like to know that.
Yeah, then we'll know for sure.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
Sure.
All right, a judge